I was first introduced to Stillwater Hospice Home in 2012. My dad was a patient at visiting nurse at the time and stayed in hospice home for his last 9 days of his life. My dad's illness was very brief, unexpected, and it was about 6 weeks from the time of his cancer diagnosis until he passed away at visiting nurse and hospice home. And during that time, those last 9 days there, I got to experience our whole family, hospice, and really what that entails in the care, not only for the patient, but for the caregivers themselves. In the way you're treated as family, and it's called hospice home for a reason. It's a home.
To me, compassionate care is providing a gift to my patients with my time and my presence. The people in my life that I care for are my 4 children and my elderly parents. They're 91 and 92, and they live in Florida. My advice to caregivers is if you don't care for yourself, you will not be available to care for your loved one. Having the stress of watching your loved one decline, you need a break. You need to take care of yourself so that you can be there for your loved one.
Compassionate care for me is just treating a patient's family like they're my own family and loving them like they're my own. During the day, I care for people's grandparents, parents, sons and daughters. I care for people on their last journey home, and then I also care for their caregivers that are caring for them. And then at the end of the day, I'm caring for my daughter, my elderly grandparents, and caring for my husband.
Compassionate care to me is taking care of the patient in a whole. Patients, families, facility needs, all the needs of the people involved in taking care of that patient at end of life.
Stillwater Hospice really walks along this journey. We know that it's a journey, and we know that oftentimes people are wondering what comes next in the journey, and we're able to be there for them and support them, and to kind of give that knowledge and give our wisdom of what may be coming next, and really lift the caregivers to know that they're doing a great job, and that this is not an easy job at all, and that we really believe that we're put in their lives to encourage them and to help them and to guide them through that time.
I moved into the role of clinical team lead, so into a supervisory role, and during that role had a personal experience with hospice in Stillwater. And through that experience, learned that Stillwater is not only something I like to do with hospice, but that it's also a great company to work for. The team as a whole helped me through that journey. And actually, with our inpatient unit, actually allowed me to have my daughter pass away with family. When where she was, we weren't able to have that due to hospital restrictions. Through that experience, my love for working for Stillwater grew even more. My advice to caregivers is to take care of yourself. We all tend to get wrapped up into that role of wanting to do everything and take care of everything, but we have to know that we can't, that we have to let somebody help us and ask for that help when we need it.
Care can look a lot of different ways. Of course, you care with hugs in your ears and empathy and listening, but care can just be sharing a good laugh, making somebody feel good, making somebody feel welcomed, sharing your experiences and letting them know everything's okay, helping them forget about what may worry them at the moment. That's caring.
I encourage my caregivers to take the rest that they need, the breaks that they need, to not forget to care about themselves, because if they are falling apart, they're not able to take care of their loved one like they should. So I always encourage them to think of themselves as well and take it day by day.
The times that we come in and are able to calm the storm in times of chaos just makes such an impact to our families and to, honestly, to all of us as well. I think the advice I would give to caregivers is to reach out for help and to not do it alone. There's so many times that we are doing this work alone, and we realize that the burden it brings to us is really great and that other people have been through this and can lend a helping hand through the process.